Hello everyone! Today I will be doing a DIY on how I spice up a plain turtle/polo neck top. The design looks like this, and let me show you how I did it. The items I used are a pair of scissors, a chalk or a pencil to make markings, fabric glue, or a needle and a thread, in which case I use both. Other optional items include a cardboard or a notepad as a backing, fray glue or nail polish, elastic bands, and the shirt itself. Start by getting an old shirt or any top that you are fine with cutting up. As for me, I chose my black top. Then, I reverse the shirt inside out to draw and mark out on the inner portion. This step is done in case the chalk or pencil markings doesn't fully come off. Since it is on the reverse side, it will not be seen. Next, I place a cardboard or a notepad as a backing while drawing on the shirt. This just helps to make drawing the lines easier. I measured and made markings on where to cut. On the front, I made 2 horizontal lines. The first line at the top represents where I will be cutting. The second line shows where I will fold inwards later on. I made a rough measurement and estimated for the back of the top. Just make sure that the lines in front are at the same position as the lines at the back. My explanation might be a little difficult to understand, but here you can see that I'm folding my shirt and using the front as a reference to draw the lines. I drew 2 curves to create the racerback shape. This is done so that the racerback is able to hold up the collar of the shirt without the collar drooping down too much. I didn't make any exact measurements for this, just make sure the lines are somewhere in the middle. Mine wasn't exactly in the center, it was a little bit off. As for me, I was having problems with the shape and markings when I first started. I had to erase a few times to find something I liked. I kept on drawing around the collar area of the shirt and the racerback portion till I was satisfied with the design. Again, similar to the front of the shirt, I made 2 lines for the racerback, one for cutting out and the other for folding inwards. When cutting, I recommend making some allowance for extra precaution. You can easily cut more off later if you need to. Please remember, if you cut too small, you can make it bigger by cutting more. If you cut off too much, you cannot make it smaller. I added an extra step, which is to include these elastic bands to ensure that the top does not droop downwards, making it look ill-fitting or loose. For extra information, I got these elastic bands from my local craft store. They are really stretchy and are 3 meters long and 20 millimeters wide. These measurements are just for your references. You do not need to get exactly the same sizes as I did. After cutting for an extra step, to prevent your shirt from fraying while it is being washed, take some fray glue or nail polish and put it onto the cutouts. An alternative is to fold inwards from the cutoff point and use fabric glue to stick it down so that it looks clean cut. However, if you are able to sew, I do recommend sewing it so that it will last longer. I measured the circumference of my shirt and how long the elastic bands should be around it. Here you can see me gluing it down. The glue was only temporary, it wasn't that neat. I roughly glued down to the frayed pieces to give me an idea on how to sew it later on. I had originally planned to sew it later on that night, but it does take me a while to sew things since I have horrible sewing skills, and for now I am just trying to catch the sunlight before the sun sets. Once I got it sewn, this is how the inner portion looks like. The frayed pieces are neatly tucked in and also the elastic band which I hid under the shirt. This is your end result. I hope you guys will like this DIY and didn't find my explanation too confusing. Hopefully with the videos and the pictures, you are able to understand it better. Feel free to leave any comments below and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!